Welcome, Shaquana. Welcome, Mama Mutimwea. Welcome, the Precious. Welcome, Lanisha. And anyone else that I haven't named, thank you for showing up this morning for this divine wisdom from the mothers. Okay. So, first off, I want to thank Mother Goddess and Father God for our divine connection. Thank you for the mothers being present in the birthing process of the universe, in the omniverse, in the source energy, in the creative energy, in our exposure to knowledge, wisdom, discernment. May we continue to go forth in this feminine energy and create and exert and execute the fertility of the essence of you so that we can continue in humanity to shift and change the consciousness from a dominant warlike consciousness into a very firm yet discerning consciousness that uses compassion, nurturing, and war only in those times when needed, not used as a means of control, but as a means of protection of the legacy. We want to thank the ancestors for being present. We want to thank our spirit team and the spiritual court for allowing us to share this information and bring clarity into this year, the year of the dragon, the mighty, mighty year of the dragon, of the goddess, of the serpent energy and wisdom. We thank you. May we go forth and be intelligent and intuitive by divine design. Ashe, amen, and our woman. Yes. Yes, come through, come through, come through, right? All right, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. What we got going on? Yes, hey, Lanisha, happy new day. Okay, so the year of the dragon. Many of us is wondering, what are the year of the dragon? Last time we came here and discussed the year. Well, it was actually the age. We discussed the age of Kali Yuga and the coming out of Kali Yuga, right? We also discussed how Kali was the prime goddess over this age, right? And how she is here to change the hand. She is here as the changing of the guard, right? Meaning coming from that patriarchal system of domination, control, and power and oppression, and coming into the matriarchal awareness and system of community, collaboration, nurturing, compassion, and love. Please do not get that twisted with being weak. There is strength and wisdom in our divine design as feminine energy. Okay? There is strength in our softness. There is strength in our ability to be quiet and listen and observe in order to navigate. There is strength in that. There is strength in community. There is strength in collaboration. There is strength in birthing, right? There is strength in that. So we're going to go through and I'm going to show you of course, I'm always bringing information to back up what I'm speaking about, right? So we're going to go into a PowerPoint concerning the dragon, what that means, and what is this Chinese New Year and what that represents. Let's go into the history of the Chinese for a minute. Okay, we see the Chinese now, and he's represented as being what? The yellow man. Okay, they have actually did this. The Europeans, the Eurasians have done their job of colonizing communities with religion and their biases so that they can strip many communities and cultures of their natural legacies, their natural history, their true factual history in their land, right? So they also did this to the Chinese, okay? Chinese actually came over as slaves, okay, before the Indians and before the so-called Africans. And the reason I said before the so-called African, because the African was already here. Let's be clear. The African was already here in the Americas. This is African and Native American land. The Indians, if you look back and look at the true factual history of the Indians, they are dark-skinned, melanated people. If you look back at the true history and facts of the Asians, the Chinese people, they are dark-skinned, slanted-eyed, Negroid people. To this day, you can look at some of the Chinese and see the features of who? The melanated, right? You can see the widening of their nose. You can see they have some full lips. Okay, if I can suggest a movie to you right now that has so much subliminal messaging, so many subplots that speak about the return of the matriarch, it's called The Dragon's Son. Let me find this movie because I'm watching it now, and it's blowing me away. And I don't think, what is it called? I don't know if it's The Dragon's Son, but it might be. Hold on. It's a movie on Netflix. Hold on, let me get it for y'all, because it's full of information, and I know some of us, we like to read the signs and symbols that come through movies. I'm one of them. I'm one of them that like to listen to subplots and see subplots and things like that when it comes to movies. Okay. Let me find that really quick for y'all. Okay. New movies on Netflix. Uh-huh. And it's so important to me, as you can see, I'm looking for it for y'all because it's that important of a show that needs to be watched. And this is not letting me do it. So let me go here. Got 2 movies on Netflix today. Latest releases. Okay. I don't want to sign in. I don't want to sign in. Okay, let me move on and then we'll get to this before we leave. How's that? Let me see if I see this. Movies. It is, yep, here it is right here. The Brother's Son. Brother's Son. Write that down. And those of us who understand language, symbols, meanings, you will understand that they are speaking from a place. It's interesting because it just came out on the new Chinese New Year, which is February 10th. Okay, that was the new Chinese New Year for Year of the Dragon, right? So it came out. It's interesting because it's speaking about the woman, the mother, taking over the legacy, the family legacy from her husband, who she helped to bring it to power in the triad, right? The Chinese triad, you know, that's their secret society, secret criminal society, their power society that runs everything. It's called the triad. So their dragons, Jade Dragon triad is the head of all over the triads. So they move with stealth. You don't know who triad members are. Like out here in the West, you know who part of the mafia, you know who's part of this gang and that gang. You know, they move like that. They let it be known certain ways of their characters, right? You know, you hear about their reputation and things like that. With the Chinese, oh no, they move in silence. That whole ninja character thing they got going on, that's what they do in their lifestyle. They move in silence and they come to you with humility, always, and emotional intelligence. So if you notice when you're with the Chinese, and I'm saying this because we're dealing with the year of the dragon, this is the Chinese zodiac. So when you're dealing with the Chinese, who are the original people, and once again, if you go look it up, you will see that in past history, all Chinese people were melanin. Okay, they were a dark complexion, right? So this is still our information. Don't feel like because you a black woman or because you consider yourself African or Indian and these things that you don't have a right to this information. No, this is still our information. Okay, because they are part of the original. They are the melanated people. And as time went on, they lightened up due to what? Colonism and inbreeding. And that is one thing that the colonizer is going to do. They will try to erase the melanin as much as they can to keep their lies about history relevant. It's all part of killing off the original people of the land so they can continue to keep and enact control over the land. What does the land have? Resources, right? The land is full of resources. Okay, so they carve out pieces and places of the earth, they come and they take it over. So in everywhere they go, they make sure to integrate with the natives to lighten up their existence, to create the classism and racism of that land. If you notice everywhere you go, there's a certain level of classism that oftentimes equates to racism due to lighter skinned people of the land and darker skinned people of the land. If they actually use it as a caste system. The darker you are, the more less access you have to social economics in India. Okay, and if they begin to implement this strategy of separatism all over the world. So I'm here to tell you that Chinese information, philosophy, technology, spirituality also belongs to us. And that's why you see a lot of Black people going into Chinese Buddhism and also going into the Taoism, right? Because it vibrates with our soul blueprint due to the melanin and due to us being the original people of the earth, right? Okay, so going back to this movie, this woman is basically she is known as the Rolodex. So she knows, thank you, Brittany, says makes sense. She is known as the Rolodex. She has all the information of all the triad bosses. She knows who all of them are. Remember, they move in silence. You Chinese people, if you notice, whenever they've been into a business meeting, whenever you met them, except the ones that have come here to the U.S. and have been filled with information about the Black man and Black woman, they have something against us, like almost everyone else on the planet, right? B said, Cole says, Brittany says, Buddhism has been one of my favorite religions and I never knew why. Yes, that's because your soul blueprint resonates with it because it is original spirituality, right? If you notice, all original spiritualities, I'm not talking about religion, but spiritualities have the same message. They have the same core values, right? Because that's the original system. That's the system that came from Kemet. That's the system that even came farther than Kemet when you want to go into, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. But that's where the goddess Tiamat comes from. And we'll get into that in just a minute. So anyway, come to me. Bring it to me, spirit. Okay. All right. So she basically has been the insurer. She has been the insurer. She had to leave Taiwan, come to the U.S., and have in order to keep the family together, because everybody in basically Taiwan taught her the Rolodex, so she knew who these bosses were, meaning that she became dangerous. Okay. So the family became dangerous. How does a person get to you? They get to the thing that you love the most. How does a person attack you with an issue that's very close to you? You know what I'm saying? So they were going to end up coming for the family. And what she did, she fled to the Americas, and she was able to live a very humble, peaceful life with her youngest son, who knows nothing about that triad gangster lifestyle. But the oldest son stayed back in Taiwan and became an assassin for the family. So now the father has been hurt, and now the family in America is threatened, because that's what they're coming for. They're coming for the mother. Listen good. The mother. They're coming for the mother, the one with all the information. Us as feminine energy, as mothers, as women, we have all the information. Right? We do not understand and know our power. We have all the information that unlocks all the keys, all the doors, all the gates to wisdom, all the gates to knowledge. We have all the keys inside our womb. The dragon represents that Kundalini energy inside the woman that is being awakened in this time now for the matriarch to return. Understand, I hope you got a pen and paper and you're taking notes. The dragon represents the Kundalini energy, the creative force, the chi that was laying dormant at the base of the spine, laying dormant at the space of our sexual organs. She has awakened now. That's why the year of the dragon of 2024 is so important, because it is synonymous with the matriarchal awakening, the shift happening. Okay, so let's go into my PowerPoint here. All right, goddesses, hold on. Let me put it up here. Oh, here. Here we go. Okay. Let me see. Stop share. Let me stop the sharing. Okay. Get it. Where did it go? Okay. Here's my share screen. All right. All right. Go get my stuff. All right. Can we see that? Somebody let me know, beautiful ones. Open your mic and let me know.
Yes. Yes, Mama T.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Welcome to the Coochie Church. This is the Womb Awakening. I am going to be coming back every other Sunday, maybe sometimes one Sunday in the month. However, if you belong to the Coochie Church, you will have you will get an alert. So check in frequently, because I'm also always posting information for us to further tap in to honing into that feminine energy that we are going to need as a collective and a collaboration in order to uncover the dynamic presence of the matriarch, right? All right. So come on. I'm clicking it. There we go. Tracy the Sacred CEO here, award-winning instructor, inducted in Spa Hall of Fame, ordained minister, priestess, master in license and social work, human sexuality. I'm founder of Love My Womb Academy, the largest health and wellness academy in the nation and abroad, only board certified. We have over 3,300 graduates, six-figure earners, many millionaires, featured in Essence Magazine, Vogue, Viceland, Priestess TV, Woman to Woman TV. I'm an herbalist, a medicine woman, a sex expert, self-love coach, priestess, prophetess. I help them to gain financial freedom through business education, support, and empowerment. I am a visionary, an oracle, and a source of channeling for the divine feminine. Welcome to the Coochie Church, the year of the dragon. Year of the dragon. What is the year of the dragon 2024, and what does that mean? Well, the year of the dragon was entered into on February 10th, 2024. It is the Lunar New Year and the start of the year of the dragon Chinese zodiac. Now, I want you to understand the difference between the Gregorian calendar of zodiac and the Chinese zodiac. The dragon is one of 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac, which is based on a 12-year cycle. So in the Gregorian calendar, there's 12 zodiacs for each month in the year. In the Chinese astrology, there is an animal representation for each year, right? So they don't break it down in months. It's a full year of transformation with the theme of that animal in those animal characteristics and what that brings, okay? So the year of the dragon begins on Chinese New Year, which is February 10th, 2024. It ends the year of the rabbit. People born in the year of the dragon are traditionally thought to be enthusiastic, intelligent, lively, energetic, and innovative. Okay, so this is a very innovative year. This is the year of the awakening. Remember, I told you the dragon is associated with Kundalini, the serpent. The dragon and the serpent are cousins. They are from the same reptilian family. Understand that, okay? So the year of the dragon is the year of the fire. Okay, it's also, they symbolize it with 5 earth elements, including the water, the air, the earth, what is it? Water, air, earth, metal, and wood. So they also have included wood, right? So let's move on. The dragon is the 5th animal sign in the Chinese zodiac cycle. If you were born in January and February, it's mid-January to late February. In this year, 2024, any babies born this year are known as the dragons, okay? And then you have 2012, 2000, 1988, 1976, 1964, and 1952. You are associated with the dragon, okay? You are associated with unveiling the newness of the year. Remember, this is the actual cycle of the dragon being the 5th animal sign. The number 5 generates to change, innovation, revolution. And think about it. Look at the earth right now. We are in a revolutionary time, okay? So the Chinese zodiac houses and each animal in 5 elements. So we're going to get into the elements. The elements are wood is 1964, earth is 1976, fire is 1988, metal is 2000s, and water is 2012. In the 12-year cycle, the year of the dragon will return in 2036, right? So we're talking about a whole age shift going on when it comes with the dragon. So earlier in our last temple discourse, we spoke about the age shift of Kali Yuga. We spoke about the goddess Kali coming to destroy and dismantle the patriarchy, right? So now we're coming with the dragon. What did the main element that the dragon has? The dragon has fire coming out of its mouth, but it is represented by wood. This year, it's represented by wood. You put fire with wood, and what happens? We're gonna burn some things down, right? The burning of things down. So I want to speak about some goddesses and gods that are associated with the dragon. Tiamat comes from the Sumerian text. The Sumerian texts deal with our galactic origins, okay? Whereas it falls from the Sumerian text in dealing with our galactic origins, okay? About Iki and Elio and that whole galactic war that was going on and how they came here in order to find and create a race, right, that would do the work that they needed to get done here on this planet. So that's dealing, the Sumerian tablets deal with our galactic family. We have different levels of family. We have earthly family, that's the mom and dad that we contract to come here to, right? Then we also have a spiritual family. Many times that is our spirit team, our spirit court, our spirit guides. We have our ancestors. That's part of our spiritual family, right? Then we have the Most High, whatever gods and goddesses that we claim to serve and that serve us. We have those that is our spiritual family. We also meet people in where we have taken them home as this is my spiritual brother, this is my spiritual sister. Why? Because you feel that soul connection, right? It's vibrating with your essence, okay? Then we also have our global family, who we belong to culturally, the cultural programming that we identify with. Here, we globally are those of melanated people. We are the ether nine. That's who we are. We are the melanated beings. We are the original ones of the planet. So that's who we came here to be globally, right? Then from the global aspect, you have the galactic. Now you got to go into who are you in the galactic scheme of things. There is so many levels to who you are. To simply just look at yourself as this 3D representation, you are doing yourself such a disservice. Okay, so that's why it's important to do your healing work. That's why it's important to tap into those spiritualities that fit well with your soul. Like Brittany said, she said she was attracted to Buddhism, and she's just going back and going back and going back. I can guarantee you, if we was to do an Akashic on you, sis, you probably had past lives as being an angel. And that's why you may be attracted to it, right? Or you have past lives of being, Hinduism, Indian, So I can guarantee you in your Akasha is somewhere there. Everything that we are experiencing right now in this present day with in this bodysuit, we still have resonance and degrees of past life debris connected to us. And it's called the Akasha. It's a record of our full total life. I'm not just talking about a few past lives. I'm talking about life cycles of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, right? So goddesses and gods associated with the dragon are Tiamat, okay? Oya, Yemiya, Osirian, and Medusa. You remember Medusa? They had her with the snakes coming out of her head. That's how she was represented, to bring fear, right? But I want to tell you, us women here who tap into our magical essence, and we are the magi's, and we use the elements in our spiritual team, and we use all of that in order to execute and make things happen. You can go and associate and bring offerings to these gods and goddesses and start building a relationship with them so they can lend you and share their energy with you in order to have amazing breakthroughs, right? Because that's what the dragon is. The dragon brings the what? The heat. The dragon brings the fire. The dragon is dealing with, in this 2024, the dragon is coming at the wood. The wood does what? Create foundation, right? Every last one of us has a wood structure to our home. Okay? Wood is often burned to what? Keep us warm, right? Along with fire. So both of those elements are there. In Hinduism, the Kundalini, known as the coiled snake, is a form of divine feminine energy, also known as Shakti, believed to be located at the base of the spine. Okay, so remember we discussed the base of the spine being Kundalini energy, and also right there at that sacral chakra. Most of it has lied dormant due to beliefs, due to foods, due to medications, due to not tapping into that energetic reservoir out of fear. We haven't been taught to even tap in to that energetic reservoir. We've been taught to stay far away from it. That is considered what? Witchcraft, right? However, that energy is the primal energy in the essence of how we all got. That energy, once it raises up in that sacral chakra, in our sexual genitals, it becomes prime energy source for creativity. So if they keep you away from this energetic source considered Kundalini, the chi, the sacred fire that we all have in us that give us life, they keep you away from your what? Your creativity. Your creativity is connected to your God source. What does God do? God creates, constantly creates, right? God's source is having an experience with you right now in your physical body because of the fire in your ka, in your body. That fire that you have, the fire is considered spirit. So if they keep you away from the original energy and chemical of, chemical makeup of your spirit, they keep you away from who? From yourself. So let's go in. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns right now? I would like to share with you, sisters. If you have any questions or comments or concerns right now, this is your time to join with me and speak on it.
So I've heard Tiamat in passing, but now I want to do more research on.
That's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do. That's why I'm bringing the information. You can take this information right here, use what you need. If it's something you don't need, discard it, come back to it at a later time. But see, now you want to go research Tiamat because it's like, whoa, you mean Tiamat was before the Kemetic information? Like, yes, Tiamat is associated with the universal source. It's almost comparable to comparable to not my God. I said not my God. Let me see. I got so much information flowing in my head right now, guys. It'll come to me. Gotta bring it back. Source to bring it back. So this information, what you say, Miss Alice said, taking notes. Yes, we can see the PP. How do you do an Akashic? Okay, on us. You can come to me for an Akashic, but if you find somebody that actually is genuine and authentic and they go back to the records of the soul, and you find somebody that you resonate with, most definitely get an Akashic reading. You know what I'm saying? Just research, go to YouTube, look up Akashic records, find out what your records are. Know who you are, not just externally, but internally, as well as, universally. Who are you in connection to the stars? Like we have a whole star system inside of our DNA. Y'all know that, and it's actually within the information of it is inside the Kundalini. The information of what star system we come from is in our Kundalini. Yes, Lenisha said, I study my natal chart. That information is inside the Kundalini, but if they keep us away from the Kundalini, we won't never really truly tap in to our energetic essence, that fire to where we create and become gods and goddesses. So right now, I want us to learn a little bit more and get into a little bit more of what this energy is. We're going to watch a YouTube video, goddesses. It's about 15 minutes long. And I want you to really listen. It's very, very powerful. Very powerful. Screen share is paused. I don't want it paused. Okay, let me go here. Let me go back. Let me go back here. All right. Let's see. I need this thing just doing what it want to do. All right. So let me know if you can hear this, goddesses.
2024.
Can somebody let me know if they can hear this, please?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
We will be moving into the Chinese Year of the Dragon. The Year of the Dragon will be a fast, strong, passionate year of change. People standing up strongly from a position of passion, courage, integrity, and honesty. Sweeping changes will be witnessed, seemingly very sudden and sometimes shocking. But in reality, the preparation for these major events have been in play for some time. The major sweeping events and changes in all aspects of people's lives will be the culmination of all the preparation that has been ongoing previously in people's thoughts, words, and minds. Previously, where ideas have only been in the background, where people have been stuck, ruminating, or lacking courage even, it will all suddenly come up to be enacted, and enormous waves of courage to speak, to act, and to change will be seen. It will seem as though it has come from nowhere, but it has been simmering in people's subconscious, deep down in the depths of their hearts, and suddenly they will feel the passion, the urgency to act, to strike, and to change. Personal and global transformations will arise almost instantaneously without seeming prior warning. The energy of the Year of the Dragon is strong, wild, passionate, sweeping, and all-encompassing. Any change within people's deeper longings will now surface unexpectedly with great force and dynamism. On the global map, countries, causes, new communities, forgotten communities will now all step up courageously to enact global, personal, and community changes in a dynamic, transformational way. There will be no turning back from this global and societal renaissance. Everyone will suddenly find their true passion, their true, authentic voice, and they will step forward. Renaissance is powerful change with no turning back. A do or die energy will prevail globally. Great courage will be witnessed as societies all around the globe stand up for change, stand up for progress, stand up for transformation. There will be no turning back. The global revolution is here. Those who had been in a conscious slumber will be dynamically stirred, jolted, and catapulted into actions, words, and situations of irreversible change. Things that no longer hold true to societal and global growth will be powerfully swept aside to make way for the new. A younger generation of light workers will step up to the plate, and they will demand that all of society now stop clinging to outdated notions. The year of the dragon is a powerful, dramatic year. People's lack of integrity and authenticity will no longer be allowed to hide or linger in the shadows of organizational structures or societal coddling or ignorance. This will be a time for naming and shaming, a time for justice. All karma on a global scale will now be brought to the surface for examination. No stone will be left unturned. The year of the dragon will be fortuitous financially for those who have balanced their karmic and akashic records. For those who have balanced their karmic and akashic records in favor of being of service through their vibration and light. Great wealth will be seen in some previously unknown sectors of society, prompting a huge redistribution of assets to different sectors of society never seen before. Changes in monetary setup will be life-changing in many sectors of society during the coming year of the dragon. Leaders with immense power and fortitude will rise to create a worldwide network of good fortune. As countries weave together under the auspices of the new strong leaders, leaders of truth, leaders of integrity, working towards one goal of unity. The ambitious year of the dragon will bring all factions together using guile, stealth, diplomacy, and love. Great leadership will be witnessed globally. A cohesive plan of leadership will start to be witnessed, and the good of humanity will be its guiding principle. World technology will move rapidly towards decentralizing decision-making to the people, and layers of stuck, cumbersome bureaucracy and government organizations will continue to crumble and fall. Many old structures, now outdated, will be dismantled. A new bold army and military of white hats will emerge internationally, sometimes in the front leading, but mostly in the background guiding, protecting, and encouraging decentralized power to the people. Ethics in business, people management, money management, government will all come under the spotlight. And those things not serving the people will be dismantled, sometimes abruptly. More truth-telling media will arise, where the people's voice will be the main focus, and not political motivated subgroups or factions. The platforms for truth and non-censorship will grow exponentially, with older controlling media outlets and sources collapsing, restructuring rapidly to keep up with the societal change. The people will demand change in the year of the dragon, their force being so powerful that it will be difficult for the current governmental and financial systems, and in some cases the military setup, to prevail. It will all fall abruptly with great force and speed. The year of the dragon will be fast, determined, and resolute. Nothing can stand in the way of this enormous wave of change which is about to engulf every sector of society globally. Even spiritual practice will be pursued with vigor. People will hear their heartbeat, their heart's desires, and they will meet their great love. And will pursue everything that stimulates passion, creativity, and joy. Some flashes of anger will be seen as these strong transmutational energies stir up those who religiously stay in a position of not moving forward. The year of the dragon will uproot even the most embedded, stubborn factions of society and organizations on a global scale like never seen before. To manage the energies of this enormously powerful year of forward movement, then the body must be kept moving. Otherwise, anxiety will rise up. Anxiety is always a sign to get active. Do not procrastinate any longer. This year is about movement, positive movement in body, mind, and soul. Anything you have desired or wished for, anything that you have been manifesting, it will all spring forth this year under the favourable auspices of the energy of the year of the dragon. Be brave. Center yourself. Breathe. Engage with your heart's desires. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Humanity will be changed forever in the year of the dragon. In the year of the dragon, be brave. Speak up and act for the good of humanity. Beacons of light. This is your time. Go forth and serve.
All right. If you allow the pausing, the little 1 or 2 second pausing to interfere with the message, then that significantly means that you missed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a copy of the link in our actual chat so that you can go listen to this on your own. I actually thought the pausing was great because it gave us time to kind of do mini reflections as she was talking, but that's me. All right, I put that in the chat. All right, so you have access to that. You have time to sit and listen to that. And if you heard her, she's speaking about this year being a revolutionary time. Remember, this is the 5th year of the Chinese zodiac, right? It's the 5th animal, meaning number 5, meaning change, disruption, freedom. Okay, so we have a lot of energies going on right now. We're trying to resonate and reset. The body is resetting itself. If you have not noticed, your body is like signaling you with signs in the joints, aches and pains and disruptions with hormones, hard menstruation, IBS. We having hard we're having our systems as far as irritability with our bowels. We having heart palpitations. migraine headaches, stomach aches, our stomachs just feeling having a nervousness of anxiety because of the new energy that is here on the planet. Our bodies are trying, yes, Miss Alice said everything. Our bodies are trying to integrate with these new energies. It is doing its best to align, but it needs help. It needs help from you, meaning we have to be aware of what we are consuming, what we are eating. Foods you know you shouldn't be eating, you need to really highly reduce them and release them now. All alcohol, we must reduce and release that now. Any drugs, to self-medicate, we have to reduce and release that now. This is not the time not to be aware. This is the time to be aware, and we have to learn how to feel this awareness. See, that's many times what we're taught not to do. We're taught not to feel. That's why the pharmaceutical company, is so major and so rich right now, because they give everybody pills not to feel. They got a pill for everything for you not to feel. Your body signal telling you, get it together. Something ain't right. They got a pill for everything to divert you to not what? Become holistic and get healthy. Get yourself in order. Okay? Any questions, comments, or concerns about this 2024 year of the dragon? I want you to understand that it is a time of now to be aware. It's time for deep breathing exercises and meditation. Deep breathing exercises and meditation. You have to get the body in alignment. You have to get the body ready for transition. We are in an evolutionary period right now. Our body is transitioning and the earth is moving really fast. Do you notice how in 2024, the Gregorian 2024, everything just got explosive? Right? So that you need your body to also become in alignment. This earth suit has to become in alignment with this big earth transformational shift. Any questions, comments, concerns? Anybody have anything they want to say concerning the message? Are your spirit team talking to you? Do you have something you want to share? Miss Alice said, come on, Miss Alice, tell us a little bit about that. Come on, baby. Come through. Hey, how you doing, my sister? Open up your mic. You still on mute. I'm gonna ask to unmute you. Okay, I just asked to unmute you. Well, oh, there we go.
Hey, I am so happy to finally make one of these Coochie Church services. And I've been in this 40-day fast, starting with Ash Wednesday. I'm what you would call oneness. I kind of incorporate all of it. Buddhism, all of it. African spirituality.
It has the same line of truth.
Yes, ma'am. And this happened to just touch me in such a way. The whole thing of feeling in alignment and feeling the whole universe shifting, and to hear about the dragon. You see, I got on my dragon gown because I love the dragon. I love Asian philosophies, and it is so true what you're saying. And I'm going to relook at that clip because it was kind of skipping. So I was looking up and looking down, but I was listening to it and understanding where we're at. But this 40-day fast, I'm going through such a turmoil with my family, with probate. So you guys have family, get y'all stuff together because my uncle died and left all his assets, and it has literally shredded our family to pieces. So I said, you know what? I'm going to push back the plate, alcohol, and everything else that I know that I need to get some focus here and in my heart, because it's ugly. And I know it's just not the family aspect, but the 40-day of breath work, meditation, journaling, exercise. I have a link, you know, on my other page, Raw Relationships at Work, which is another avenue of who I am, outside of being a playwright and all that other kind of fun stuff. But
So you
this is
know my creativity because you always in your creative
I'm
zone.
always doing something. I am the living Alice in Wonderland. So it's like, how far down this rabbit hole am I at? So I'm trying to bring people into the wonderland of me, and it's just been a journey. And I have been following you. Oh my goodness, I want to say almost a decade,
Mhm.
at least a decade.
We have been
Back
online
when
friends for over a decade. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, when you had the Honey Pot podcast.
Oh,
That's
Honey
where
Soul Radio.
Yes, when I
Honey
found you
Soul
there.
Radio.
So I've been following you everywhere. And I've also reached out. So I know this is true and authentic. And I can't wait to get everything in alignment so I can be up under your wings. You know what I mean? So,
Yes, ma'am. You know,
but yeah,
talking about fasting and reset, I actually, in my priestess community, I have a 12-month priestess initiation. In our priestess community, we did a 21 days detox where we eliminated sugar, we eliminated meat, we eliminated processed foods, we eliminated dairy. You know what I'm saying? And we just
yes,
went and really went in on that. It changed us. The results were clarity of thinking. The results were reducing in releasing inflammation in the body. You
come
know what I'm
on.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Joints, things going on with our feet, and we was able to release that. And then it also, one of the benefits is you do release some weight, like some
Yes,
weight
you
come
do.
puffiness
Yes,
of
you
the
do.
face. You start looking at yourself and going, "Wow, this is the real me," without all of the artificial stuff that just
Mm-hmm.
lays there and causes health issues, right?
Yes.
So with that, we had so many epiphanies, a lot of more energy. Our hormones came into
Yes.
alignment. I even started my menstruation after not having menstruation for over 2 years. Because I'm of that age, honey, where I'm in my prone state. I'm in my elder state where my cycles, as far as my menstrual cycles, they're gone now. So
I'm trying to get there, and I'm 54, Tracy.
baby, I haven't had a period in like 2 years. I'm feeling good and comfortable, and I'm like, what?
What is this?
With that 21-day detox.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then from the 21-day detox, now we're on 21 days of gratitude. Baby,
Okay.
so we went from detoxing to now we coming into gratitude. So by the end of these 21 days, and today is our day 15, we are going to open a portal. We
Yes.
are going to open a portal where the
Okay.
essence and the energy of that, we're going to be able to use that throughout our life to create, to manifest,
Well, I'm
to
gonna
bring
jump on them last 15 days.
to bring in the matriarch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's so important that we get disciplined in our systems, in our walk here on this earth,
Mm-hmm.
especially right now. So
Yes.
I thank you for bringing in and committing to your level of discipline, because like you said, now things have kind of showed themselves up in the family, which was needed. I know it's hard. I
Mm-hmm.
know it's hard to
Mm-hmm.
deal with, but it was needed. You needed to see some things being the seer and the prophetess of the family.
Absolutely, because I've been doing generational curse breaking since 2019 before the pandemic. And when I
Uh-huh.
tell you, it's like, wow, this is what all of that work is bringing up, is bubbling up. Because this uncle that passed away, he didn't have a family, he didn't have a wife, no kids. He lived by himself, and he's like the last of the two of
Okay.
8 kids. So all the
Mm.
cousins we're not close, and it's just, oh my goodness, I can't, it will be forthcoming. I said, oh,
It's
Tyler
gonna be
Perry ain't
good
got
right.
nothing on this.
I just said it's gonna be good right.
Yes,
Baby,
ma'am.
it's gonna be some good writing, because not only do you have a whole theme, but you got sub themes in
Yes.
here that you can build from with
Oh yeah.
characters and everything. Oh,
Oh
girl,
yeah.
use it. Baby, when it all simmered down and God say, now I want to use you, let God use you.
Yes, I will. And this will be a part of it. Please believe it, because you need these type of gatherings of like-mindedness. You know what I mean? Of that energy, because we're not in this alone. We share each other's struggles, each other's, you know, we're all connected. So whatever you're going through, I'm going through too. Just up here in the D. But you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And
Sisters.
everywhere, but
Yeah, we
that
sisters.
that frequency, we're there. And so I appreciate you. I have so much gratitude for you. It's unbelievable. I tell my sister about you all the time. I think I've tagged her on some of your stuff, but
Well,
we follow
good.
you. Yes,
Thank you, Goddess,
ma'am.
and I'm following you, and I'm connected to you, and I'm grateful for
Yes.
you as well. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I
Here,
love you.
peace and blessings. I love you too. Anyone
Okay.
else want to share today? Do you want to share your experience with this information? Your
I'll
experience with
go.
Coochie Church? Come on through, Britt. First of all, I want us to take this opportunity right now to extend our hands of prayer over Brittany, her life, and her child's life right now. Brittany had an experience last week, and Brittany, when I heard about it, I've been saying I was going to call you, and I'm glad you're here because I've been wanting to call you, but in the midst of desiring to call you, I got down and said a prayer to your spirit team, your ancestors, as well as source energy to protect you. I understand last week that you arrived and you were fought with a man you were trying to help, and he took your car. And so I'm letting you know that I see you, beloved. You're not alone, and we see you, and you have your people that's on the sideline that may not have reached out to you, but I'm still here praying for your protection and your guidance and to recover from that. So right now we extend our energy of healing and recovery to Brittany. May the things that she needs, the blessings that she needs to get and receive from this occurrence, from the circumstance, may they come swiftly and expeditiously. And may you continue to protect her from harm. That was nothing but a little fraction of what could have happened and taken place. Okay? If she wasn't intelligent and smart enough to be able to surrender and let God have her in his way. And I know you don't see it like that right now, but you got some things coming from this. So go ahead and get through the emotional part of it because you are necessary in the scheme of things. I see you creating, because you are military. I see you actually creating a source of protection courses for women. Huh. Come on now. Come on. And so one of our themes for the Love My Womb Academy, when I say the Coochie Church, is that we are going to be going to the gun range. We are going to be doing that. So I'm going to be getting with you so that you can help spearhead that. Okay, sister? I love you. We bring the energy of love and light and community to you right now. Okay, baby?
Okay. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, sweetie. You're welcome. You are welcome. Now, I know you didn't come here to do all this. But
I did that.
Mama T had to say, had to bring it and let you know that just because I haven't said anything yet, I see you and I'm still here for you. Okay? Okay,
Thank
and
you
that's
so
my
much.
fault that I haven't called like I should have called. But I was still in prayer dealing with spirit with you. Yeah. You have people that have not contacted you yet, sis, that are still praying for you. Okay? It's not just me. You're not alone. And I know oftentimes you feel like you're alone. So I'm glad you showed up here today because we are your community. Okay? All
Okay.
right. All right. And I love you.
I love you so much. Thank you, Mama Trace.
You're welcome, baby. Now, come on here, share about this word.
Well, I wasn't going to bring that up, but thank you so much. I just, it's so random that this is my first time joining the Coochie Church too. So I'm very grateful, that I did. Whew, let me just catch my breath real quick. Oh my goodness. Didn't know I was going to be crying this morning. But yeah, so it was a little random for me to, hop on here today because like I said, this was my first time. And Man, when I say it's just been rough. I've been going through so much stuff, and I'm just like, man, I know the blessings is coming. I've been saying, like, are y'all on my block? You knocking on my door? Like, where are you? You know. But I have always said that you were my spiritual, like you were just a part of my spiritual family, and I know that. And so even today coming in, um I felt we're talking about fasting and stuff. I've been thinking about I did Ramadan like in 2015. I know Ramadan is coming up right now, so I'm kind of thinking about if I want to do it. Like I've been wanting to cover my head a little bit more. And the fact that you brought up the Akashic records, the reading, I didn't even know that you did that. So that was like something new for me to learn today. But I feel like I needed to hear that because this is a 7 year for me, which is like very, it's your spiritual year. And
There's
I
your
have
seventh return.
learning to
7 years,
find like
baby.
where I need to be spiritually, because I feel it in me. Like I do need discipline. I do need to know where I'm supposed to be. And I know that who is that Miss Alice has said she encompasses everything. And what I do know about myself, and that's probably why it's something I like about every religion, but I've been trying to figure out like where do I belong? Where am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to move forward? So I really appreciated this call today. I'm definitely going to get the Akashic records reading for you. And yeah, I'm about to say it's just so much been going on in my life, but I know here very soon, I'm going to be able to get back in alignment with you and working with you to propel, where it is that I'm supposed to be going this year. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for this call today. And yeah, my birthday's coming up. I kind of just want to do like a solo spiritual trip. I have no idea what to do, where I want to go, what I need, but like I need something. I need something in my spirit. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for that prayer.
Welcome. You are so welcome. And if anybody want to say anything to Brittany, go ahead and put that in the chat. Let her know that we're here for her. If you want to reach out to her and let her know she got a sister in a time of need where she can come speak and get wisdom or network. Yeah, that's what we're here. We have to learn how to really be community. That's what the matriarch is about. It's about community. It's not about this separation, this demise, and all this authoritarian figures one over another. It's about us going back to tradition and respecting the mothers and the matriarch and going to the wisdom of the mothers and getting the information that we need in order to implement this new earth, this new society. We love you. I love you, Britt. And just reach out to me when you're ready, sugar.
I am.
Okay.
Thank you
Peace and
so much.
blessings. You're welcome. Anybody else have anything they want to contribute to this beautiful experience concerning the year of the dragon? This energy, this new energy of prosperity and abundance and a global and economic and world and humanitarian shift, right? All right. I want to thank you, Mother Goddess and Father God, for our divine connection. May we continue to come as a community and learn one from another, gain wisdom, understanding people's experience, and also to share knowledge in this navigational experience of our earth walk. May we continue to go to our spirit team in our spirit court and ask for assistance. May we continue to go to the angelic host and know that they are there to serve us in our daily walk and to provide things that we may not have, but may we continue to gain understanding before we receive it so that we do not just flounder it off. Okay, that's very important that we become ready for the wisdom. We become ready and prepared for the execution of knowledge. So we want to tell you that we respect that and we also honor that. We want to also thank the record keepers for opening the records. You can close them now. We want to thank the gatekeepers for opening the gates. You can close them now. And may we continue to go forth and find the keys to unlock the truth that is valuable and that resonates with our soul purpose, our spiritual walk. May we continue to go forth and be guided by protection, be guided by discernment, be guided by purpose, Be guided by prosperity, by joy, by peace, by happiness, by balance, by alignment, and by sacred abundance of sacred wisdom and knowledge. Thank you, mothers, for your birthing, for your creativity, for the sharing of your bosom, of your breast, of your comfort. May we continue to go forth and serve as well as be served. Ashe, amen. And our woman, one in alignment to another, be blessed. Asha, I love you guys. Thank you so much for sharing this day with me here at the Coochie Church. It is the year of the dragon 2024. Go forth, meditation, deep breathing, cleansing your system, getting into alignment with your body sensors. Very, very important. Taking on some supplements such as magnesium folate and vitamin D. You want to get, what is it, vitamin D3, K2 to help to balance out the nervous system because these energies are extremely high right now, okay? Go make sure to get chakra clearing. That's very, very important. Go get some sound healing. Very, very important. I'm one that believes in therapy with culturally correct therapists. You heard what I say. Culturally correct therapists. You need to get with people that understand the culture, okay? Also, take time out for yourself and just get quiet. Get quiet in order to hear. Because the goddess is always speaking to us. All right? So we have to acknowledge her. Go forth in alignment. Be great. Peace and blessings. Love you. Have a great Sunday.